Alrighty, let's get this thing out of the way here. Ah, nothing. I'm live. Be quiet. Silence. Yeah, keep saying that. Yeah, I got the video demonetized. Thank you. Meanwhile, back in Happy Land. I still gotta move some of this stuff around. Oh, man. Let's see here. Not that one, not that one. I gotta adjust that. All right, let's move this over to here. One of these days I gotta fix that thing. Okay, I know there's some of you just coming in. Let me get this straightened out a bit here. One of these days I'll get this thing organized. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, we're going to move over to this page. Howdy, how are you folks? Now, there's a lot of rumors going around about right about now. And now I can't get that thing. Alright, that'll just have to do it. Sorry, I've been monkeying around with the settings, and one of these days I really got to get this all set up properly. Alright, good evening folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time some Doctor Who news from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you and may affect the entire production of Doctor Who. Okay. Now, no, it has nothing to do with toxicity. We're going to get into that in a minute, okay? It has nothing to do with Whittaker, Chibnall, or anything like that. All right, now. Okay, now, what happened was I got this news a couple days ago in my inbox, but the problem is there's been so much weirdness going on the home front right now. I've been meaning to do a news video for a couple days, but, you know, I've had to do a little bit of running around, things like that. It's stuff I'm not going to go into right now. All right, one side note. A lot of people have been asking about Texas Tim's recent appearance on the Omega Files, and I'm going to answer this now. A lot of folks have been asking about his medical condition. It's like, I tell people, look, that's their private matter, all right? So, if he wants to address it, that's up to him. I will not do it because I don't want to violate anybody's, right to privacy, especially regarding their own health. Because I got too much crap going on with me right now. It's not even funny. But, and we won't even go into that. All right, let's expand that window a little bit. Okay. Now that I got some of you in here, take a good look at the face on your screen, and especially on the top. That is Sally Wainwright. Now, the rumors going around, and like I said, that Doctor Who might be moving out of Rothlock to Lookout Studios. If this happens, then more than likely the show is going to fall under this lady right here, Sally Wainwright. Now, let me go read from the page, because like I said, I really just threw this together at the last second. All right, now rumors heavily suggesting Sally Wainwright is going to replace Chris Chibnall. And Sally has written many brilliant dramas for the BBC, including Happy Valley, Gentleman Jack, Last Tango in Halifax. And I went to her wiki page earlier tonight, and she's got a pretty impressive resume of shows. She's tied to like Suran Jones, who we all know as Idris from way back in The Doctor's Wife. And, plus a few others that are familiar with the Doctor community, actresses and the actors, whatnot. Now, but here's the rub. If this does happen, and like I said, I think she'll be an amazing producer if this is true. We're going to leave this on the rumor mill for now, and I'll probably regret it later, and I'll tell you why. Because the same source that told me about Sacha Dhawan being the master like 6 months before Spyfall aired is the same source that's telling me this. That it's looking like Sally Wainwright is going to be the new showrunner, at least from what they've heard. And if so, this is a result of the show is going to probably move to Lookout Studios. Now, the thing is this, people are like, how could this happen? Very simple, because if they want her to take the job, probably one of the first things the BBC said was, we will bend over backwards, sideways, and look like a freaking contortionist to get anybody to take the job. It is literally to that point now that, if this is true, they're going to move Doctor Who just so they can get another showrunner. Now, is this going to affect production? I don't know. Because from what I've been reading, Lookout Studios, as well as Sally Wainwright, sorry. Here's the rub. Now, I know a lot of you are cheering, and I said, okay, I agree with you. I love this lady's resume. But she's recently taken on a couple of projects for Disney Plus. Which means, anybody want to say it? If Lookout Studios and Sally Wainwright are working on projects for Disney Plus, that means Doctor Who is going on the back burner for an unknown length of time. Oh, okay, One-Eyed Blind Chick, yeah, you spelled it right. That's how you spell her name, Suranne Jones. I'm just never sure on how to pronounce it. Is it Suranne Jones? Is it Suranne Jones? I always screw it up. But, hang on, let me reach for a coffee here. But you spelled it correctly. Yeah, that's how you spell her name. Somebody's binging me. Hang on. But you see, that's the rub. You're going to get a new showrunner. Yeah, they're going to probably have to pay her more money. I agree with it, William. But yeah, that means you've got to take time to move production over. Then the production studio has already agreed to do a couple other projects for Disney Plus. Remember the word hiatus, kids? It could be happening if this is all true. Like I've been hearing, if the dominoes fall towards the worst case scenario, you might be looking at a year or two without Doctor Who or more. Because until they get things going steadily with the new projects for Disney Plus, it could put things on delay. Now, if this is all true and we're following down this dark path, that also means no 60th anniversary special. And I've been hearing all kinds of weird rumors about the 60th. Yeah, plus the fact, you've got the BBC, as Eric just brought up, you've got the BBC kind of in dire straits because they already passed that one act a little while back where you don't have to pay if I remember right, you don't have to pay the license now if you're above a certain age. Plus, a lot of people are going to streaming television and stuff like that. They're not paying their license fee anymore. And I know John mentioned something about that himself, John King. So, also, that's another thing. Even if it does, once it's moved, thank you, John, for bringing that up. You might get 3 or 4 specials a year. And that'll be it. The word is they're going to probably throw out the whole series format. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thank you for reminding me. I got that down here in my notes. And I forgot to bring them up here. See, that's what I get for winging it. I write all this crap down. And yeah, Big Finish had a better 50th anniversary special in my opinion. So I can go with you on that, William. Okay, hang on. What page was I on? I was trying to wing this because I can't remember what page on the notebook. I've got so much useless crap in this damn thing. All right, let's screw it. So yeah, you may even be losing series format with this new runner because they're going to be doing stuff for Disney Plus. And until the stuff gets established for Disney Plus, exactamundo, Lady Neo, you just hit the nail on the head. You'll be getting maybe 3, 4 at most specials a year. And that'll be it. If we're going down this dark path. That's why I deliberately used the thumbnail with the rumor thing on it. Yeah, thank you very much. Like I said, sometimes I get excited. I start getting ahead of myself and I lose track. And so that's why I'm glad I do these now. Because you folks can help me keep on the straight and narrow. Hang on, let me fill this thing up real quick. Now, while it's great to get a new showrunner, and like I said, we still have no official word on who's going to be the new doctor or anything like that. Matter of fact, this isn't even official yet. This is still classified as a rumor, but it's coming from a very good source. And like I said, they've been right on a few things so far, quite a few things so far. So I can't toss the whole thing out with like the baby with the bathwater. It kind of worries me a wee bit because you're going to probably keep Doctor Who, but of course you know who the guys out there are going to blame. They're going to blame... Thank you. You beat me to it, Alistair. They're going to blame Chibnall. They're going to blame Whittaker. They're going to blame everybody but their own toxicity. It's like, no, you weren't out there rousing people to anger. You weren't out there putting out more negativity than a Nazi band. You weren't out there wooing, it's like, no, you're the pure innocent truth of the whole fandom. And I can't stand those guys who do that. I really can't. Because it's like, I hate it when someone goes, everybody dislikes it. I'm like, the second you used the generalization, you lost me because I know you're full of it. I'm sorry. It's like, I've seen far more positive reaction to Whittaker than negative any day of the week. All right, let's go to what I do have for you on top of this. Okay, Chris Chibnall, of course, we all know, and Jodie Whittaker are leaving Doctor Who in a trio of specials. But remember, these guys have been running around telling you that that Chibnall has destroyed the show. Matter of fact, they're now making cute little memes and putting them all over Facebook, which amazes me because he's leaving. What more do you want? Whittaker's leaving. What more do you want? But no, they have to do the sour grapes band parades, shouting "We were right," yada yada yada, even though she's doing a 3 years plus. But here we go. Get ready for this. This is what they won't tell you. Under Chris Chibnall's tenure, the series has been awarded with the Visionary Awards TV Show of the Year, Canadian Rocky Award from the BANFF Television Festival for Best Sci-Fi and Genre Series, while Mandip Gill and Vinny Patel were recognized with wins from the Eastern Eye Awards. The 2020 series won the Best Science Fiction Show voted for by the readers at RadioTimes.com, beating out competition from The Mandalorian, Lucifer, and The Boys, as well as winning both Best Moment and Most Incredible Twist from the Digital Spy Reader Awards of 2020 for Fugitive of the Jadoon and Ascension of the Cybermen. In 2019, the entire current cast and crew were awarded with honorary doctorates by Sheffield Hallam University for their work on the show. You don't hear about that from them guys, do you? Because if it's winning awards, that kind of throws out their narrative, doesn't it? Tosses it out the window. We're going to go back to the Doctor Who moving thing once I clear out my board here real quick. Okay, so this won't take a moment. Okay, this is an opinion piece. I'm going to leave it for you to read. It was by Sarah Cook, Why Jodie Whittaker Changed Doctor Who for the Better. I read it. It's not too bad, but like I said, I leave it up to you. Moffat, I like that. Moffat once again found out the hard way. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. You can't get the horses back in the barn once the door is open. He put out an Instagram message in support of, Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall, once they announced they're leaving. And then right there in the message, he said Jodie would be taking on the Weeping Angels. And then later on, he erased it because RTD pops up immediately and says spoilers. It's like, it's too late. You've already, here it is right here. But thank you for, they've already, now we all know I made a slight screw up there. Now go on, please respect my idiocy and shush. And if you look down, right after that, it's RTD saying, spoilers. So... yeah, he already announced it. It's already all over the place. But the thing is, we already knew. Remember, we've seen the Weeping Angels on set way back towards the beginning of filming. So it's not a big surprise, but he just confirmed it. Which actors, right here, this is what we're going to be seeing for months. Which actors are going to replace Jodie Whittaker. I know a lot of people have got Ali Alexander at the top on the betting forums. I keep telling them, look, Whittaker's name didn't even really go up the charts on most of the betting sites till about 72 hours before she was announced. So you can't really go off any of that right now. Okay, of course, the big news also, Joe Michael Straczynski volunteering that, hey, I'll take the job. Well, also, Joe ain't doing a whole lot more right now and doing a lot of U.S. conventions and things like that. Plus, he is, I think he's still getting the occasional project. But, of course, they're not going to do it because he's an American. All right, Peter Capaldi shares the strange relief of leaving Doctor Who and why he was happy to go darker in the Suicide Squad. He doesn't get an opportunity that often to play a decent villain or anything like that. And so in this movie, he got a chance to go super villain, plus the fact that they had a much larger budget, and that's what he's talking about, is the fact the BBC only had so much money to work with to do this and that, whereas he's now in a multi-million-dollar picture with a multi-million-dollar budget. And that's a lot of people re-edited this and put it out as a slam piece. And it's like he wasn't talking about current Doctor Who at all. He was talking about the budget when he was in Doctor Who. So, I've seen it re-edited. And, of course, Peter Capaldi praised Matt Smith for his support. And apparently Matt Smith was, very kind to Peter when he was stepping in and all that, and gave him some stuff. So, gave him a little advice here and there and whatnot. So, there you go. All that. So, let's go back to this, and we're going to go back to the chat room. Yeah, the thing about the Weeping Angels is this. Oh, yeah, I love that, Mike. Yeah, someone was, they've been running around. Any award Jodie wins is automatically, fixed. Even though it was already proven, let me put that in capital letters, the size of Mount Rushmore, proven that they were spamming the pages on Rotten Tomatoes. Even Rotten Tomatoes came out and had to remove an entire category from their page because of all the botting. And this was announced years ago when this happened. When, matter of fact, it was around 2017, I think, when Jodie first came out. They were botting everything that had a woman in the lead. They were botting Wonder Woman. They were botting Captain Marvel. They were botting Doctor Who. And, going on. And they were even publishing reviews for episodes that hadn't even aired yet. So, now I wouldn't mind, realistically, what could have happened. One blind chick. When they canceled Ripper Street after season 2, they made that deal with Amazon Prime where they continued making the series, and then the BBC would get to air it a few months after they did, but the BBC had to knock it down to 55 minutes. Meanwhile, Prime was showing episodes that last anywhere up to an hour and a half, so because they don't have a time limit, they don't have a set schedule, and that show went another like three seasons after the BBC canned it. So, if they were going to do Doctor Who, like I said, and they're going to do something like that, the Prime guys have a much bigger budget. They got much more leeway. They got much more freedom. They don't have to do so many minutes per episode. I wouldn't mind seeing Doctor Who go that way. You see, that's what I can't figure out. Alistair, good point. When did Rotten Tomatoes suddenly become the authority on what people watch? How the hell did that happen? I still can't figure that out. An internet website that can easily be hacked, botted, or manipulated is suddenly the judge of character for all your movies and crap. And I'm like, dude, if I wanted to tomorrow and I had the right access to the right programs, you can basically make those results say anything you want. And like I said, they were slamming Whittaker from the minute she was announced. Oh, wait a minute, I thought that was my Kleenex. That was my eye wiping thing with alcohol on it. Oh, yeah. Still, it would clean my nose at least, but, okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes even came out and admitted they were being botted. Yeah, I don't blame you, Steve. Yeah, I can't spell JMS's last name either. That's why I don't even bother usually doing them. I just call him JMS most of the time. But I would have loved to have seen him take over Doctor Who because unlike, certain other folks out there, he can plan ahead. He's proved that. Matter of fact, I died laughing when it finally came out that Paramount Pictures had the Bible for Babylon 5, the whole outline for it and all that for over a year before they said they rejected it and they gave it back to Joe Michael Straczynski. And then sure enough, when they found out that Babylon 5 was in the early stages of production, boom, Deep Space Nine goes into production. And when you sit down and you line up all the similarities, it's just like when they ripped off the tardigrades from that guy's website. It really is for Discovery. Like I said, it's not going down the pan. I'm saying we're going down a dark alley where they're going to do this and this just to, get the show a new showrunner because nobody wants it. Yeah, it is a. You're right, John. It is a BBC Studio subsidiary, but I don't think it's in Wales. I think they'd have to move out of Rothlock Studios, and that was one of the conditions, is they'd move the whole show to Lookout Studios. Because that way, it's more convenient, and they're going to move the whole show. Like I said, I don't know what the problem is either, because I never had a problem with Jodie Whittaker. It was a different style of Doctor Who, and like I said, them going, I love this, how when the Doctor became a woman, suddenly the show's pushing a leftist agenda and all this, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like, what? Matter of fact, one guy got mad to do a hissy fit because he put out this big thing about how I put out the one picture where I was talking about Jodie and Chibnall leaving, and one guy threw a fit because I said they won, and I said, well, it's the truth. I'm sorry, they did. They made it the full round, plus the BBC even asked for another feature-length special. So it kind of shows me they won out in the end. Also, another guy threw a fit because he was going on. He wrote this big 2 or 3 paragraph comment going on about how they were pushing this pro-leftist SJW whatever agenda, PC, yada, 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 using a whole bunch of acronyms nobody gives a damn about. And it's like, finally, you know what my response was? One line. If you think your television program is sending you secret messages, I'd suggest counseling. He didn't like that too much. I didn't bother to reply after that because I meant it. I'm sorry. If your television program, if you don't like it or you think it's telling you what to do, A, seek counseling, or B, hang on, look at this. It's called a remote control. They've been around for a long time, well over half a century. Change the frickin' channel. But of course, these guys are, all the haters, especially watch every episode. And then they got to go on and talk about how every episode stunk, because otherwise they might have to give up some accurate information about how they might have liked one or two. Because they can't like it. They've already put out this message that it sucks and it must go. So they're never going to like anything. Matter of fact, like I said, imagine, how the Turd Gang and, Bowel Movement and all the rest of them's heads are going to explode if it turns out this is true. And the new showrunner, I think for the first time since Verity Lambert, is a woman. Ooh. It's like if they weren't going off before, even if the new doctor regains a penis, they're still going to be blowing up. So, yeah. I agree with you, blind. One blind chick there. I've had people doing it to me too. I was like, so let me get this straight. All I said was I don't have a problem with the current doctor, and now I'm this menace to fandom. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Matter of fact, Bree, thank you. Third Doctor era had some very progressive political stories. Inferno, Ambassadors of Death, The Green Death. Just the ones I can name off the top of my head. Matter of fact, you can go all the way back to Hartnell. Remember Land of the Giants? Planet of Giants. Land of the Giants was a TV series. Very sorry. I always get those two mixed up because of the title. But there was Planet of Giants where they found out about that evil insecticide, yada, yada, yada. Then, of course, you had Wotan with brain, mind control. Then you had, all kinds of stuff in the Hartnell era. Matter of fact, as I keep telling people, a lot of people have forgotten that the Daleks were made, based off the Nazi regime in that whole fascist genetic cleansing agenda. So it's like the Daleks had an agenda. They still do after so many years. Ugh, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you agree with me there. I like that it's her political beliefs. I want to know here. Yeah, thank you, Mike, for bringing it up. I want to know how the Irish guy knows what Jodie Whittaker's political beliefs are. Other than reading articles where she's done interviews, has she really went into her political beliefs at all, really? Yeah, Happiness Patrol, definitely. Exactly. Doctor Who has always been political. And my favorite one that they've been doing recently is white, male, corporate villain bad. And I'm like, did you forget about Stevens from The Green Death? What's his name from the Hartnell area? Did you forget about Salamander? Remember that guy? See what I mean? And great. Now I'm sorry. My brain just warped on me. Not to mention many other, evil male corporate villain type characters that have been out there. Oh, goodness gracious. Exactamundo, Eric. It's how they pad their pockets. It's how they make their money. They don't give a damn about how the rest of the fandom feels. They're probably not even fans. It's something to make a video about. It's a controversial topic. And they're going to pad themselves with ad revenue. And like I keep telling people, I don't make hardly any money off YouTube. I really don't. It's because I tell the truth. I shoot straight from the hip, yes, but I don't bullshit you. All right? I don't have any reason to bullshit you. I guess I make more than enough money. Well, somewhat, I make enough, maybe, to keep things going, keep the lights on here at the house without having to go on and, do, crazy things just to make money online. Yeah, I won't go into any names, Alistair. I try not to, like Mega Dum Dum and, the turd guy, and of course, Nard Roddick, and, should be neurotic because they need to see a counselor. I'm not kidding. They got a lot of something vented up there. Maybe they're backed up, Maybe they need, I don't know. But okay. But you didn't see that. Well, I die laughing, Mike, when they make comments like that, because how much sci-fi did RTD write before he took over Doctor Who? How much sci-fi did Stephen Moffat really write before he took over Doctor Who? Well, he thinks they're keeping it a secret career about the Sontarans and all that, but the thing is, we've already seen the images. They're already out there. Yeah, they're trying to keep things close to the vest, but it's like, guys, sorry, barn door, horses have already escaped. They're already out there. Not much you can do about it. You can't put the genie back in the bottle, as I keep saying. Yeah, Eric, I agree. I've read through her resume, and she's tied to a lot of good actors. She's done a lot of great things. Like I said, perfect. Hang on, let's bring that up real quick. Let's go. Look at this technical music you get with this program here. I can't do the Jeopardy music. Okay, let's bring her up, shall we? Let's go take a look through the resume here. Matter of fact, she's in Order of the British Empire. She's an OBE. Okay, she won the Royal Television Society Writer of the Year 2009, Unforgiven. See, Last Tango in Halifax won the BAFTA. British Academy Television Award for Best Drama Series. Happy Valley won the same award in 2015 and 2017. She's the creator of the 2019 HBO and BBC One television series Gentleman Jack, starring Sharon Jones as Ann Lister, Sophie Rundle as Ann Walker. Like I said, let's go down to the resume here. Look at this. If this lady ain't a showrunner, I don't know who is. Ugh. Starting in like 91 and going all the way here, all the way to here. She's been in television a while. She knows what she's doing. And to me, that's all that matters. And look at the honors. Look at that. And of course, she's an officer of the Order of the British Empire as well. She got that in 2020. Look at this. And but of course, I guarantee you, these guys' heads are going to explode. That's going to be interesting considering that, how close the 10th Doctor encountered the War Doctor to his regeneration, or the War Master, played by Derek Jacobi. It's like they're going to do another one of them memory eraser things, is what they're going to do. Like I said, I haven't watched any of her stuff, but just judging off this, I can say, hey, this lady can run a show. So how's everybody out there doing tonight? We got about 50 of you in here. Well, just shy of it. We're up to 48 right now. Okay, so let's go back to the picture. All right, so now that we've seen the resume, people should not be worried. But like I said, the only thing I'm worried about is, all right, if it does go to Lookout Studios, they have already signed up to do some specials for, a couple of series for Netflix, which means Doctor Who could be put on the back burner, and or, for what we heard, they're going to probably go to a specials format, where you're only going to get 3, maybe 4 specials a year, just like back when Tennant left. So, along that line, like maybe, Torchwood Miracle Day, or not Miracle Day, but I mean, oh God, I brought up Miracle Day. Now it's, oh, why? Now I'm going to remember it. And it sucked. All right, Children of Earth is what I was referring to, or something like that, maybe. Um, Now, assuming this is all true, and Sally, what that means, from what I've been reading, that means Rothlock, Doctor Who's moving out of Rothlock and probably going to Lookout Studios. And like I said, that'll definitely affect things later along the line, because now they got to move the whole production over. Who's going to go with it, who's not, because there's a lot of people who've been working on Doctor Who since back in the RTD era. Thank you, Disney Plus. I lost my page there. They're doing a couple shows for Disney Plus, and sorry, let me get on. I've been rambling for too long. Throat got dry. I don't know, Mommy. The fat man drank liquid on television. It's a disaster. He might belch. So if that's all true, and they do go to Lookout Studios, who as William reminded me, they're doing a couple shows for Disney Plus, then that means Doctor Who might go on the back burner, or they might go to the special thing. No, they're not selling it. Lookout Studios is another subsidiary of the BBC. It just happens to be one Sally Wainwright's at, and yeah, no, the problem is too many people listen to him blind. That one blind chick. The clown guy. Yeah, I can't figure it out. The only thing I agree with him about is that Masters of the Universe I had to say it. Masters of the Universe Revelations, bought the big one. It just stunk. I tried to watch it. I really did. They lied to you. They told you it was a continuation, and it wasn't. It was another thing like the 2009 Star Trek movie, is what it was. They completely screwed up characters. The voice casting was bad. But it's going to go under their thing, John. Which means it won't be under Rothlock anymore. Now, they may actually have to use the different studio complexes, but I don't think they'll keep it of Rothlock's if this Lookout's running it. Like I said, we're going to hear more as we get more info in. But as of right now, let's keep this as a rumor, okay? Let's not go crazy. Let's not lose it. Yeah, Herman, see, he's still here. Yeah, so on his program. He got a new chair. He's even got his own little sippy cup now. I got to put the worm in his lap there. He's standing back there. He's got Baby Yoda in his lap already. The showrunner in this case is, if this is all going, they're going to do anything. I think at this point is they're going to do anything to get to get the new showrunner to sign off on this and take the show. Matter of fact, I'm wondering how much pay she's going to get. Can the BBC afford it? And maybe that's one of the reasons why they're going to a special format, because they can't afford a series. What they're going to have to pay somebody to take over this thing. Because I think even Moffat referred to it as a poison chalice at one point. Hey, don't pick on the Herman. We think he's non-binary. We don't know he's an alien. We don't guess. Mark Hamill sounded. Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. Mark Hamill sounded too much like the Joker. Sarah Michelle Gellar stunk as Tila. I'm sorry. She sounded like a whiny brat. She did not sound like a strong, feminine type at all. Which is, surprising given the fact she played Buffy Summers for how many years. And, oh man, and then they cast, of course Kevin Smith threw his daughter in there as a character, and then, and Queen Marlena, played by Alicia Silverstone. Oh yeah, that really did it. Oh. There were great voice casting options in there, I gotta say, but there were bad ones. The guy they had playing He-Man had to go. Even as He-Man, he sounded like crap. I'm sorry. It stunk. Okay, so folks, let's sum it up. Like I said, they're gonna probably move if this is true that Doctor Who's moving to under the web of Lookout Studios. Like I said, it's still a BBC subsidiary. They're not selling the show. No, they're never going to sell the show. That's not going to happen. It still makes some money, contrary to what some idiots out there are telling you, which made me die laughing. Yeah, I agree with it. Like I said, I like the guy they did doing Man at Arms. He was good. The guy doing Duncan, a.k.a. Man at Arms, was good. Hang on. Was there anything else I liked about it? I think that was about it. Okay, yeah, I should know that too. I've read The Writer's Tale. I read that a while ago, and it was just, behind the scenes, it wasn't at all. Sorry. Yeah, a lot of people have been going, will they sell Doctor Who to Netflix? It's like, no, that's not going to happen. Because they're making too much money off it. Like I said, the best case scenario I think you could hope for is if they had licensed it off to Amazon Prime the way they did Ripper Street. And they're probably not going to do that again because while Amazon Prime was showing hour and a half, hour 20 minute, hour and 15 minute episodes of Ripper Street, Lena Headey is Evelyn. Thank you. I did like that. I did like Lena Headey as Evelyn. I did not watch New He-Man Adventures, no. I grew up on the television series, the original television series. I even had the figures back when I was a kid and all that. And I had Castle Grayskull. Didn't get me laid, but no, I don't want to imagine Disney getting a hold of Doctor Who. Never. Hello, Gofield. Where are we going this week? I don't know. Oh, look. There's Duck Ross. Yeah. Yeah, Donald Duck is Davros. Like I said, it's Duck Ross. Sorry, it's the closest I can get to saying exterminate in that voice. I just, doesn't work for me. But Duck Rolls, how come you created these Daleks? Oh. Oh. Now listen up here, Duck Ross. I'd have Goofy. Who would be the master if Goofy was the companion? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we got Duck Ross. We got... Oh. I'm enjoying Mickey as the Doctor too much. Well, I guess we just wiped out another planet, Pluto. Wait a minute, you're technically not a planet either. Oh. I can see that now, him trying to get them to exterminate him. Oh, man. I could go... If it weren't for the fact I'd get sued. And I have no graphic anime knowledge at all. Yeah, Disney owns too many things already. I'm sorry. It really is. It's become a monopoly. And I thought we had laws against that, but apparently as long as it's Disney. Oh. Oh, God, Duck Ross. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I definitely get sued. I'm shocked they haven't. I'm still shocked I haven't gotten a cease and desist for Dr. Freedom and Eric yet. But then again, I try to keep flying under the radar as much as possible. I'm the Doctor, the TARDIS man. Popeye, there we go. With Bluto as the master, yeah. Olive oil is the companion. Oh, Doctor! Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I just imagine all the cartoon possibilities. The cyber ducks, yeah. You could have Gizmo Duck be the head cyber duck. Oh, man. Yeah, but who would be River Song? Yeah, well, I don't think Dizzy Duck would do it. Not Daisy. Daisy the could Daisy Mouse be a River Song? I don't know. It is. Oh well. Uh, yeah, like I said, I love the classic series. Hey man, this I never watched the New Adventures. I have seen Picard, and it's weird. It really is freaking weird. I still can't believe they're getting another season after they ended off the first season that way. But come on, you've got Guinan coming back, Whoopi Goldberg. You've got Q returning, of course, being played by John Delancey. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be an interesting story arc where they're going to do an alternate timeline type thing again. And they might get it right. Minnie Mouse, that was her name. Yeah, I'm thinking of Daisy Duck. Minnie Mouse, yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, Minnie Mouse's River Song. There you go. But of course, the BBC would have a fit because she was topless. I still can't get over the fact the BBC edited out that one quote-unquote nude scene of Alex Kingston when all it showed her was from the shoulders up. It's not like she did a full frontal Monty Python sketch. I can't remember what episode that was from, but they threw a fit about it. Just like, now, it wasn't like the scene from all the way back, and I think it was the Long Game, something like that, where Captain Jack actually showed his rear. And they edited that out later because, Well, Shaggy, you haven't missed a whole lot other than the fact that, the lady you're seeing on the top of the screen there is Sally Wainwright. There's a good chance, like I said, from what I've been hearing, she's taking over as showrunner for Doctor Who. And if she does, Doctor Who will be going under Lookout Studios, will no longer be under Rothlock. Unless they might film there. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still getting more data in. But like I said, there's word also going around that Doctor Who will probably go down to 3, maybe 4 specials a year. And also, Sally Wainwright and Lookout Studios just signed on to do a couple series for Disney Plus. Which means, if they're busy doing that, when are they gonna? That means Doctor Who's going on the back burner. No, Disney's not buying Doctor Who. We were just having a little fun with that. No. That's never going to happen, I hope. That's good. That's happening on Picard. From what you could tell, because you see Picard, he's back in uniform. The Starfleet emblem has changed again. I don't know. You have to remember, the Doctor hasn't been a Marvel character for a long time. We're talking all the way back when he traveled with Death's Head, for crying out loud. No, Disney's not buying Doctor. We were just having a little fun there. I've kind of done this before where I said, yeah, you can see, Mickey Mouse is the Doctor with Goofy as his companion, and you got, Donald Duck as Duck Ross, and, and then the Cyber Duck somebody brought up. I'm still like the Sontaran Biker Gang. Okay, that one I'll never forget. Yeah, the Sontar's Angels. Are you kidding me? I'm halfway shocked that Disney isn't buying the UK. Okay, just buying it outright, turning it into one big theme park. No, because if they gave it to Tim Burton, you know who'd wind up being the Doctor. Come on, it's a given. And I don't care what, that whole Amber Heard nonsense. Depp would wind up becoming the Doctor if Tim Burton took it over. You kidding? Disney could buy the British Isles at this point, okay? That's why I die laughing when people actually thought Peter Jackson was going to do an episode of Doctor Who. I'm like, are you kidding me? The only thing Peter Jackson is doing these days, sitting down counting how much square footage of New Zealand he owns versus Jim Cameron. Um, so, what about Pete? I keep forgetting who Pete is. Like I said, I haven't watched a whole lot of Disney recently. I can see that now. You got Pinocchio as like Chameleon or something. He can't stay in disguise because if he lies, his nose gets longer. Now listen here, Doctor. I've got this planet busting weapon here. I'm going to use it to blow up Gallifrey. Wait a minute. I already did that. Oh, here's my buddy Duckross. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do good pronunciation on Donald Duck. It hurts too much. Oh, no. They won't let Ron Howard run anything. Poor guy. Oh, gosh. I could do a whole program with it. But I can't. I definitely get sued. Yeah, oh God, Ava Green. Oh, we couldn't be that lucky. Oh, goodness, no, we couldn't be that lucky at all. I love Ava Green and just about everything she does. I loved her in Penny Dreadful. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, they're saying it's going to have the 8th Doctor, the 10th Doctor, the 11th Doctor, and Fugitive returning. And the thing is this. They're saying Moffat's co-writing it and all that. I just don't buy it. For one, they've already dissed the 8th Doctor with that nonsense with the 50th anniversary special. They kissed him off with a 7-minute episode to say, okay, this is how we got the War Doctor. So why would they give him a full-on spot in the 60th? And also, that would mean David Tennant would have to actually show up to work. That guy is doing a billion things at once. Matt Smith, go pick him up at Karen Gillan's house. He's probably trimming the hedges. Let's see. And of course, Jodie Whittaker, we don't think she has anything, planned in the near future. But I would love to see her on listen to her on Big Finish. I'm hoping that's coming up too. Nah, you'll never get Daniel Craig to step into the role. That guy's just done Bond. He's gonna be collecting Bond money to the day he dies. Everybody always suggests Idris Elba. Idris Elba's already openly stated he wouldn't do it. Yeah, like I said, I don't buy that special until I hear it from somebody I can trust, somebody's definite. I don't buy that whole. The centenary. Yeah, you're talking about the centenary, which is going to be the 60th, basically. Yeah, because there's probably not going to be an anniversary special on the 60th anniversary year. All right, here's my play on the Timeless Child, since A1 PlayStation Pegasus just asked. I think they're both being duped. I think somebody deliberately planted that in the Matrix because the Doctor was always the perfect scapegoat, because Doctor's never on the planet anyway. And that way, while people are saying, okay, I'm going to go find the Timeless Child, they're off looking for the Doctor. Meanwhile, the real Timeless Child's running away while they're chasing the Doctor. And I think the Master bought into it because, of course, the Master, being the envious, jealous bastard that he or she is, depending on what carnation he's in, like I said, just bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. So I think it's all been a play on her. Yeah, I think the anniversary special was a Reddit leak, Mike, wasn't it? And like I said, there's a lot of people running on Reddit spreading disinformation now. Same with 4chan. That's why I died laughing when Lord Emperor Lymphalis was out there proclaiming all this stuff he heard on 4chan. Meanwhile, it turned out it was a Whittaker fan who was feeding it to him. It was all nonsense. Ugh. Yeah. So, it could have been Rassilon. Rassilon just got his butt kicked off the planet. And we know Rassilon has the gift of eternal regeneration. But also remember, if you listen, if you read the cliff notes or the side notes, sorry, on the script for the Timeless Children, when you see Tecteun come walking down that hallway in the white, Gallifrey robes with the collar and everything, the two figures are standing there, next to that doorway. They're brightly lit, so you can't make out their details. In the script, they're listed as Rassilon and Omega. So we know that Rassilon is not Tecteun. At least not according to the notes in the script. So Rassilon could be throwing smoke because he knows where the real Tecteun is. He also knows who the real Timeless Child is. And, basically, yeah, like I said, it could be anything. That's the way I think of it. I think they've both been duped. Well, folks, this has been going on for close to an hour, and I got to be up for work in the morning. I got to be up 4 a.m., so I got to leave y'all now. So keep in mind the name Sally Wainwright. Keep in mind the name Lookout Studios. Keep an eye on your headlines. Like I said, I wouldn't mind if this does come to pass, other than the fact, the one part I don't like about it is the fact that you're likely going to go down, you're going to lose up more episodes of Doctor Who. It could go down to being specials only. But remember, we're in early days yet. We're still getting info in, so don't go crazy. Don't lose it. Let's just treat this as rumor for now. Until we get more to back it up, okay? So don't go crazy. Yeah, because that is the thing, with Gallifrey out of the picture, there's nothing, for anyone to go in there and steal the secrets of generation. Very nice, Shaggy. All right, so I'm getting on out of here. Everybody take care. Have a good one. See you on the flip side.